Alma, what have you done?
I'm Shalise with RealMovieJunkie.com.
Oh, I
So my
love
first-
that name.
Yes.
That's
I know.
awesome.
Right? Nice play on words. So my first question is, I know COVID made things a little bit more difficult, and good chemistry within a cast is really, really key. How did you guys bond while being separate?
Oh, good question. Well, I think we were bonded already, right?
Yeah, from season one. Jinx.
Can you tell we're bonded? But what the interesting thing about season 2 is that we were one of the first productions in Los Angeles to be greenlit to go back to production. This was 2 years ago at the beginning of the first lockdown. So like, we really hadn't really seen anyone. Like we were really just excited to go back to work, and we felt so lucky to like be able to go to work that we were just all so happy and so excited to be there that I mean, we already were bonded, but it really, there was like a special bond, especially for the first several episodes when we were like kind of terrified.
People, other people besides my
Like,
house.
my house, yeah.
And
So-
my mirror. Yeah, it was pretty awesome to revisit the family within the family as the characters, the family as we were as cast. And also I think we felt super, super safe because it was just us. Like it would be the maximum, really for most of it, two
Right.
actors on stage at a time, and that's it. So you really got a chance to like catch up and get used to not too many humans at the same time,
Right.
but just enough human interaction that it could kind of wean you off the lockdown. And so that part was really, truly special. It was a great way
The
to go back to
difficulty,
work.
I would say, though, was having like our director and everyone on Zoom.
Yeah.
Like that could be tricky. Like no one was there with us because of COVID protocols.
Although there was no bad notes ever because they were so quiet.
Right.
So
We could
that was
never
a
hear
good
them.
thing. We just kept we kept
just
thinking we
being
were
like, "We're
brilliant.
great.
Yeah, we're
That was
good.
great."
Yeah, awesome.
Since the show deals with time travel, if you guys as actors could go back in time and snag any role that has already been cast, if you guys could snag any role and take it from underneath that actress, who would it be?
I would want to be Rachel on Friends. Like 100% done forever. That's like my dream role. She's like my
That is
everything.
Brilliant.
Like I didn't even have to think twice about that. I've always like studied her and her comedy and yeah.
And I have to say it would have made Friends better because I don't know anywhere in New York where there are only that many white people, in the
right.
same
I could
area.
have helped. I could have added
And
some
you
color.
need some diversity for New York. And for myself, I would like to right a big wrong. When nothing against this actress, but Catherine Zeta-Jones got to play in Zorro. She played a Mexican, and I was like, yeah, that's not working for me. And it didn't have to be me that plays
Right.
the role. Any other Latinx woman to play that role,
Right.
it would write a huge
That wouldn't
wrong.
happen today, by the way. I don't think I think that they would have corrected that themselves now. Don't
yeah.
you feel? I mean, it seems that way anyway.
Yeah, I think, well, considering they did West Side Story and they
Right.
actually hired a Latina
Right.
to play the Latin lead role. That was wonderful.
To ask the same question to Raphael and Kate, so I want to know you guys' answer. Undone currently has a 98% Rotten Tomatoes score, which is rare and awesome. Does that mean anything to you guys? Like, are you excited
Yes,
about
that's amazing.
Hell yeah. Well,
I didn't even know that, so thank you for telling us.
that's genius. And not only that, we have 3 Latinx leading ladies
Yeah.
heading a project that has a 98%
That's
rating.
huge.
Hello, Nielsen.
It just makes you feel. It
Hello,
makes you feel
casting.
so like
Represented?
and reward. It's such a reward because you know that most of the people who are voting or whatever on Rotten Tomatoes are like critics or whoever. So it's like it's an acclaimed show, and I think that it really touches people in different ways. And it's just it's getting. I think especially season 2, it's already seeming like it's getting more attention.
Right.
And people are discovering season 1 coming into season 2, and I really think that it's going to make a splash this year.
I think it also gives legitimacy for universal stories, no matter what the
Right.
color of the people are, the ethnicity of the people are. If it's a really good human script and deals with humanity in a respectful, compassionate way, that it can actually do really well. It doesn't have to be all death and destruction and drugs and, you know, blowing things up. It can actually be a thoughtful, quality
about humanity,
experience.
yeah.
Yeah. And it could actually teach some things about mental health and diversity and all that sort of stuff. And so, yes.